I'm Lisa Mara, half of the Fralis Gourmet.
And I'm Franco Mara, the other half. Franco and Lisa, Frali. We try to make something, short and easy to understand. So Frali is an easy name.
Our background has always been in the restaurant, in the food industry. Our biggest goal was to bring good, healthy food especially to families, to growing children and whatnot, because it's ridiculous what we have out here and what's allowed to be sold to the public. So that was our main goal. We've always worked in the food industry. We've had restaurants in Italy and in New Jersey, and of course down here. We don't use any chemicals. We don't use any preservatives. We preserve naturally. What we can't preserve naturally, we'll sell frozen. No colors, no fillers, nothing artificial. We use a non-GMO semolina flour. We don't put any sugar or bromate or anything like that in our bread, so it's really healthy.
When did you guys first hear about the farmers market?
It's like 11 years ago, 9 years
Yeah, we
ago.
started in 2009 or 2010, something like that.
Yeah, that was like 3 years.
I mean 10 or 11, something like
No,
that.
it was 10.
10 already. We were just a few vendors, 5 or 6 vendors at that time. Yeah.
We were the only prepared meal vendor there at the farmers market.
Yeah, by the beginning we didn't have a lot of prepare. We were doing, fresh
the
pasta,
ravioli and stuff like
ravioli,
that,
stuff like that. Not cooked, let's say, because they don't do that there. And dry pasta and jars and stuff like that. And little by little, the market grew and we grew with it.
So what's like schedule like for you guys to get ready for a Saturday?
It's all week long. It's all week long.
Yeah, because you run out of stuff, you have to remake it, you don't know, usually Thursday you know more or less how much stuff you have, and then you prepare some extra stuff for the Saturday on Friday. And we always have some inventory, in the shop, jars and bags of pasta. So, and then we just put together the fresh frozen stuff that morning early. We come here and by 8 o'clock we leave, we set it up, and then I come back to the store and Lisa open the booth there, and until 1 o'clock she goes on.
Our day starts at 5 here because we have to do the breads and we do the fresh pasta to bring there. So it's a long day. That's why we close at 5. When it first started, it was basically just local, and it had to be products, of course, that we make, and it had to be organic, natural, no preservatives. So that was really the only criteria to join the market, and we met all that and then some. Struggles, I wouldn't say struggles. It's a hard job because you have to set up, you have to break down. The weather, we're out here in this heat. It can get really hot. In the winter months, it can sometimes get really cold out there. It rains, we get wet. So it's more weather than anything. It's a beautiful way to sell your product. Just being out there and meeting people
And to advertise your
And to advertise your
For the
business,
locals,
So has this really helped grow your business?
Yeah, I would
in a
say,
part,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. There's never one thing only that helps in that direction. It's a bunch of things, and the market, farmers market, is one of them.
Yeah, it gives us good exposure, but there's a lot of venues now. We sell to Whole Foods, Lucky's, Kroger's. We sell to lots of independent gourmet shops. We sell to a lot of restaurants in town, our fresh pasta. So we have, and then we do catering, and we do restaurant, and we do retail. So we've kind of got our foot in a little bit of everything.
How often do you see customers in the market come over to the store and find out about it?
Oh,
Often,
almost
yeah.
right away. Yeah. As soon as they taste our samples that we offer at the market, they're hooked.
Even because you cannot bring the entire store at the market, so you bring a little bit of everything, and then you run out. And so, by being close to the market, she can address the customers to come to the shop. So many times they come from the market, they come straight here to get some stuff, that we were missing over there.
I mean, you don't get any closer or more intimate than feeding someone. I mean, I'm putting food in your belly. So for me, there's a great intimacy. Our customers become our friends. In fact, my son never says, "Mom, there's a customer." He says, "Mom, your friend's out there." It's just the way it is. We always strive to do the right thing, and we always make sure that, what they're eating, I'm eating, and my children are eating. So it's good. It's going to be good. And so this has always been our motto. There's a lot of places, especially in Savannah, that take that route of prepared foods that come from a warehouse somewhere that if anybody knows how that works, it has to sit in the warehouses and then it has to be shipped here, shipped there. When food is cooked, it loses the color. There's no more photosynthesis, so your greens become less and your meat, becomes dark. So appealing to the eye, it's not. And we teach our customers that just because it doesn't have these vibrant colors, it's better. Just because it doesn't look like it was just fresh a minute ago, it's better because there's nothing artificial in that. And so trusting us, having eaten our food, our customers are, I think, more educated. And they understand that what they're getting over there is full up of stabilizers and colors and preservatives and additives and sugars, and we don't do that. We're a family.
Examples?
I mean, we're a family. We look out for each other, each and every one of us. My best pal is Farmer Joe. Him and I have been next to each other. No, not Joseph Fields. Farmer Joe, he's with Clarkson Son.
Oh, the deep voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Day, yeah.
Always a smile on his face. Until the market, keeps its integrity with, fresh, all natural foods, I'm in. Until otherwise, I think it's just a great venue, and you get to talk to people, you get to explain to them why. Sometimes I'll have a customer that say, well, why so expensive? But you have to understand that good food costs. I had a customer the other day that said, well, why is the truffle so expensive? I get them, really cheap. First of all, if they're getting them from China, we don't even know if it's really a truffle or if there's been talk that truffles are being chemically engineered, so they're not even a truffle. So what are you getting? You're not getting anything. And food comes with a cost. Good food comes with a cost.
And besides that, I can tell you that almost 50 years that I'm in food. Cheap stuff is not good. If you want good stuff, you have to pay. And that's all over the world the same. You don't bargain for prices when you want to eat. And that's the...
And so you shouldn't, So you should. I mean, this is in your body. This is, you are what you eat, really.
It's not a deal. It's not an economical deal getting food to eat. It's a choice of yes or no, good or not good. That's basically what is food in general.
A funny story. When my husband first came over to the States, he went to an Italian restaurant and they had the proverbial Parmesan cheese. First thing he said to me, and this is over 20 years ago,
It's 1986.
was this cheese tastes like it's got wood chips. It tastes like segatura.
Sawdust.
Sawdust. Fast forward to today, a couple of...
A year ago.
Yeah, a year ago, they found out that they actually put sawdust inside the cheese. If you know good food, you know this is not right. There's something wrong here. Plus, cheese can't exist on a shelf, forever. I mean, dairy doesn't do that, So what they're selling to you as good and cheese, and this is not. It's not. Cheese is expensive. If I show you the Parmigiano Reggiano and how much we pay for it, and the process of how long it takes to make that, you can understand why there's a price to it versus these fillers with sawdust. I think it's really positive. We all deserve to have good food, and unfortunately, a lot of lower income people can't afford it, or they're looking at these ready-made meals because maybe look for alternatives, and they have no real nutritional values. A lot of the food that they're eating, and a lot of foods that they're buying in the supermarket. So coming there and getting live, fresh greens and vegetables and fruits and pasta, it makes a big difference.
Do you guys look up more 10-year anniversary coming up?
Yeah.
Do you know if there's anything official planned yet, or I know they're still working on it. Have they told you guys anything?
No.
No.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Yeah. Thank you.
And I didn't even have to hit you with my spoon.
No.
Okay.